I'm going to share with you 10 different fun ways you can make money that I personally tried, with fun being a fundamental aspect of the job. Some are more mental than others. Number one, you can be a TV extra. You can earn between £100 and £400 a day.
Surely not.
That's roughly £20 an hour. The hardest thing you'll have to do is get up in the morning and get to work. Sometimes it's a very early call, sometimes you've got a long way to travel. See, the thing about being an extra, you sometimes get to film in some interesting locations. But they do make you look like a bit of a twat. You can see me on the IT Crowd, The Peep Show, Game of Thrones, The Witcher, EastEnders, Bridgerton, Doctor Who, just to name a few. It's incredibly stress-free as a job. You get fed breakfast, lunch and dinner by a catering crew. You might only have to do about 2 hours work. The rest of the time you just have to be there ready, on standby. So if you take a book, or you can just chat to the other extras. I've worked with Jennifer Aniston, and I'm in the new Jurassic Park. Yes, you don't get any lines or mention in the credits. If you'd like to try it, check out We Got Pop. Bang, you could be in a Ridley Scott film tomorrow. But they might make you look like this. Number two, if you want a bit more responsibility, why not be an actor? It doesn't matter if you don't have any experience. It doesn't matter what you look like or sound like. If you just pretend, what you're actually doing is acting. I've been an actor in an Oscar-winning film. Got paid like £4,000. So that's like £500 an hour for an 8-hour day. And it's really good work because you get treated so nicely. Get your own trailer, you get your name mentioned in the credits, and you get paid millions of pounds for doing so. Number three, you can be a professional TV game show contestant. What? That's not a real job. Yes, it is. I made it up, but it is a real job. I've won almost £30,000 so far. I've been on like about 12, 15 different shows. I've lost count. It's too many. But realise this, if you go on a show and there's 3 contestants and one of them's going to win some money, you've got a 3-to-1 chance of winning. And if you go on 3 shows, just like that, you probably win 1. So game shows, it could be good fun, but they might make you look like a Wally on national television.
Did you manage to touch 2?
2, woo!
A drone and a games console. Does that excite you?
Yes.
It's good. Now, as you well know, there is one more prize.
What's the game plan?
I am going to try and touch that car.
Oh! Gutted.
Oh, I'm so gutted.
I know how much you wanted that car. I really do.
I could kick myself, but you know what? I'd probably miss.
Oh, no. Well done, Andy. Bless you. That is it.
Number 4, you could do some medical trials. Did you know that you can get paid between £100 to £10,000 for doing a medical trial? I know because I've done it. I got paid about £1,400. They were testing 2 drugs available on the market, but they wanted to see what happened when they combined them together. I did roughly 26 hours. I think that works out at about £52 per hour. Yes, it might kill you, but easy money. I did a 1-day one where they were just testing the effects of alcohol. They were mixing ethanol with orange juice. I think I got 40 quid for it, but it was a fun afternoon. Number 5, you could be a model. Doesn't matter what you look like. Very often you could just look regular and they just need normal looking people for their advertising campaign. For me, £750 for 3 hours, which works out at £250 an hour. Not a bad hourly rate. Number 6, you could be a magician. It's very easy to do. Watch. Excuse me, sir, have you got £1? Thank you, I'll just borrow this. Right. I'll give you £10 if you can tell me which hand is it in. Is it in my left hand? Is it in my right hand? Oh, it's not in any hand. You're going to get it wrong every time, and I'm going to keep your £1. What, you want to know how I did that? Sure, okay, give us another £1. I'll show you. It's as easy as that. Look, it's up my sleeve. Take the £1, click your fingers, it's up the sleeve. Just do some nonsense, then you can make it disappear, and you can make it reappear whenever you want just by catching it. Let me show you that. Just a click. Just click your fingers. Hold it here. And it's there. You've just got to do that 1,000,000 times and you will make £1,000,000. There's another £1. Easy money. I've probably made about 30 grand doing magic. Excellent hourly rate. I'd say between £20 and £200 an hour. Not bad. But you're a magician. Is that a good thing? I'd rather be an artist. Or, number 7, work in sales. Buy my t-shirt. See that painting? You can buy that painting. I sold a painting once for £5,000. That took me about 2 days. What's that? That's like over £300 an hour. Do you want to buy that painting? Or buy the t-shirt? Link in the description. I mean, there's some paintings that sell for hundreds of millions of pounds that look like they've been done by a child. It doesn't matter how good you are. What matters is that you've given it a go. You don't even need to have any skill to sell things. You can sell something on Amazon and go, oh, there's a good product over there. I'm going to tell you about it. And there's a link in the description or there's a link on social media. If people buy it, you get a commission. Easy money. There is an easier way to make money. Number 8, fountain wish money. Yes, have you ever seen people throw money into a fountain in a city centre to make a wish? Well, it was my wish to go into those fountains and take all the money out just to see how much I'd make. And I made £27. 5 minutes work. Although it's not something that you can do 8 hours of continuously. I mean, there's going to be one fountain in your city centre that's got some money in it, maybe. There's a fountain in Italy that makes millions. Maybe we should go there. Number 9, a bit more legitimate way to make money in a city centre. Busking. Put a hat out, do something, people throw money in the hat if they appreciate what you're doing. You can do anything. You can stand still like a statue. Anyone can do that. You might not make a lot of money. Put some makeup on, make yourself look good, you'll get a bit more. Play some music, sing some songs, do some magic. Do anything, it doesn't matter. I make a lot of sandcastles. I used to make between £100, £400 a day.
Monkey!
Easy money. And also great fun. You can have a beach party and get paid for it. But that's not the upper limit because I started sand sculpting at corporate events. My last gig was for a fashion brand in West London and it was a tiny sculpture. It only took half a day. They gave me £800 for that. It's not the most I've made making sandcastles, but that was my most recent job. I've made thousands for some bigger builds. And they've all been great fun. Guess the client I'm working for today. And I tell you what, it's better than working for a living. It is working for a living. It's just you're working for yourself. You're not trying to make some other. Is it a job? Is it a job to get drunk on a beach and make? Is it a job? It's a job. Number 10. You could be a stripper. I worked at Stringfellows. £20 a dance. So you do a lap dance. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. £20 a dance. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. £20 a dance. It soon adds up. But it wasn't a very good hourly rate until I joined an agency where I go all over London. £250 for 5 minutes work. Not a bad hourly rate. That works out at £3,000 an hour. Just for doing a bit of this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Of course, you've got to take your clothes off. It's not the most money I've got for stripping. I once did it live on a Channel 4 show with Russell Brand. I used Russell Brand as kind of a shield so you couldn't see. Because I told my nan I was going to be live on Channel 4, and then I was like, oh, why did you tell your nan that? You've got to be naked. So I used Russell Brand as kind of a shield, jumped on his back. You couldn't see me so much. It's good fun, though. And £750. Easy money. I hope this list has inspired you to click like and subscribe on my video. I'm going to give you one bonus one now. In terms of hourly rate, I think the best job that you could do is a stand-up comic. Just get up on stage and talk. Yeah. And you can earn millions of pounds. Millions of pounds an hour. That's what some people make. I've done this before, talking about being a stripper. Some people think it's easy getting your willy out for money, but sometimes it's hard.